Hi everybody, hope everyone's doing good today.
Hope everybody's had a great wonderful day or having a great wonderful day, however it's going.
So today we just wanted to bring you along real quick and kind of show you, while we talk, we're going to show you how many tools it takes or took for us to move our RV. And I guess you would think that you want to move the RV, you just hook it up and you move the RV and
move it.
It's not that simple, especially when you're dealing with a lot of bamboo, trees, stumps. So we just wanted to talk about some of the tools that we had to use just to move the RV literally 100 feet.
Pretty much. And it's like, if you got clear land, it's not a problem. But when you're trying to get around stuff to put it into one spot, yeah, you actually use more than you think just to move it when you got to clear a few things out of the way.
And we haven't given you an update on some of these tools, some of them in a long time, so we wanted to let you know how they're working out for us.
Okay, so where do we want to start with?
I'm going to start with my favorite.
Okay.
And one of the first things we had to use, because I know you see all this bamboo here. We're not there yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. We haven't given y'all we'll do that here in a minute.
We finished clearing out all the front bamboo, and the Saker saw you saw us use, I actually used it so much, I melted the battery on it. I think I hooked it up to charge while it was still hot, and that's what I did wrong. It still works. It works beautifully, but my wonderful dear husband decided, since I loved it so much, he bought me a second one, and it's pink. And
the only reason I really did it is because I found it for a really good deal on Amazon. So came with extra batteries, extra chains, a nice little carrying case for her.
So we do have extra chains for it. So if you are interested in the Saker, you can get extra chains. We got extra batteries and a carrying case, like I said. But yeah, that has been a godsend.
Yeah, it's worked out really great. And like I said, the battery, it kind of where it plugged into. I mean, like I said, it's a great little tool. Two things already we know about it is that you let the saw, like any kind of saw, do its own work. You don't need to put a lot of pressure on it. Or if you do, you will have to go on Amazon and get the little bar that goes on there. You'll have to get another one of those because
I was rough with it.
She beat it up, I'll tell you, and it's been a great little saw. I mean, it's been working. But as a little reminder on that little saw, let it do its work its own. Don't really mash down on it like you would probably with a regular chainsaw, because that little bar on there, it's kind of thin, and you'll bury that chain right into the bar, and it'll kind of mess it up.
I did. I was very rough with it, but it still works like a charm, and now we have two, so it works out even better.
And maybe with the battery point too, it could have been a hot battery plugged up right away, or it could have been just, I mean, like I said, she gets on that thing and she's just basically holding the button down and just, so she might have.
It's a lot of bamboo.
We don't know which way that went on that one, but
I'm thinking it's because I plugged up the battery hot.
That's what we're going to go with.
Once we got the bamboo cut down, then we used the reciprocating saw.
Well, the weedy. Well, actually,
we used both.
We used both, and I found out that, I think we showed you a long time ago when we first got out here, about how I took just a circular saw blade and put it on the end of the weed eater to knock the bamboo down to the ground, which works great. Then I started using the little reciprocating saw with a pruning blade on it.
To get it right at the dirt level.
Right at the dirt level, because, a reciprocating saw, But, it started getting a little bit too much dirt into the saw a little bit sometimes. So I ended up changing up the blade that I actually put on the weed eater.
I don't think I have video on that.
I don't think we have a video on that one. I used it with, the old regular circular saws, 7 1/4, I believe they are, with, I guess you'd say less teeth on it for just regular cutting. I changed out the saw blade on my table saw, which is a 10-inch. And then, of course, it has a lot more teeth onto it. And I'll tell you, using that table saw blade, when I put that 10-inch on there, I'll tell you, it takes a little bit for it to actually wind down after you take off your finger off the trigger, because it just keeps on going, because I guess of all that, extra weight of that blade. But that
Burned through it pretty quick.
just cut through that bamboo stumps like butter. I'll tell you, I started on it one day and went, I'll just see if I can get, a little 10 by 10 spot kind of cleared out. And
I came home from work and it was all gone.
And I just started going after it,
Amazing.
because, like I said, that thing with that 10-inch blade put on the end of that weed eater, it just ate through it.
So if you're looking to clear bamboo, take the weight of the bamboo. We use the Saker saw, and then the 10-inch blade on the weed eater really mowed down the stumps. So that worked great. Then what did we use then?
Well, the chainsaw.
The chainsaw.
We had to cut a tree. We had to cut a tree out of the way.
And yours is the Poland Pro?
Oh yeah, I'll be darned. That little Poland Pro, just to give some kudos to it. It's been working great. A little 20-inch. I got it as after Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving Black Friday sale at Tractor Supply. I think it's pretty cheap, and that thing's been working great. One thing I will tell you, with all your small engine stuff, always go with the non-ethanol gas.
Yes.
When you do for your mixed gas, for your weed eaters, your chainsaws, and heck, your lawnmower, anything's a small engine, definitely go with the non-ethanol gas. It really keeps that little carburetor and everything a lot cleaner and doesn't get gunked up. And then, you don't really have to worry about winterizing it much with that extra fuel stuff, stabilizer and stuff like that, because that non-ethanol works pretty well.
Yeah. After we cut a couple of, they were sweet gum trees and I wanted them down anyway.
Yeah.
We got out a tool we haven't talked about in a long time.
That's true.
Or shown you. So I'm going to put some video of that right here, which is our DR stump grinder.
And
love this thing.
That thing, okay, first of all, like I think I said when we first got it, it works great. I guess on a regular basis, it is kind of a pricey tool. I mean, really. But it's really worked out here great. And matter of fact, I think we hadn't pulled that thing out in months.
Probably a year.
Well, yeah, it was probably close to a year, because we hadn't really gotten into getting a lot of these stumps taken out like I've been needing to.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, the little engine on that DR that we've got, and we've got the base model. We didn't get any of the fancy, which I will tell you, if you're looking at getting one of those things, I'd probably go with that like self-propelled kind or something. Cause
it is
a little bit of a hassle to push it.
When you get to our age, it's tough.
But using non-ethanol gas, of course, and it's just been sitting there. Now I've kept it underneath a little bit of cover, kept the engine covered, of course, with a tarp. What, maybe three pulls?
No, it was just 2 pulls.
I think it was 2 pulls. Started right back up and ate up a stump like nothing else. And then, of course, I had it out, so I'd use it some more. And it just eating through those stumps. It's great. It's a great little thing.
You have to excuse all the noise. We're weaning our last baby goat, which we were bottle feeding, and we kind of did a milk share with him. He is way over here,
now
Mama is way over here,
and
they're trying to talk to each other, so sorry about all the noise.
And he's in with the other 2 bucks right now, and
he doesn't like it.
It's funny to see the 2 adults scared of the little one, and of course the little one just scared the 2 big ones. So basically,
They're doing circles.
They're just doing circles on the outskirts of the fence line, staying on one side to the other. But anyway, we're getting off track.
The DR stump grinder,
Great.
It works great. We can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah, it's good.
And I'm glad we're able to show you just how powerful this thing is. And it works.
Yeah.
Definitely worth getting. Definitely probably worth getting the upgrade to the self-propelled, because it is a monster.
I would. I mean, if you ever think about getting one, I mean, I'm not, trying to push them or nothing. They're not.
Sure.
But it's pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's other brands, but that's the only one I've used. So, and of course, our workhorse around here that's been working out real great.
Our tiny big workhorse.
Yeah, that little Coyote, boy, I'll tell you, that little subcompact tractor, it's got a lot of oomph to it, and had to use it, of course, to move out the tree logs and things like that,
Bamboo.
and stack and pull bamboo off of it too. But
well, because we have the Harbor Freight trailer that you saw us put together, we hooked that up to it to load all the bamboo on to move it
drag down
away.
Yeah.
And so that tractor, I don't know what we would do without it.
Yeah, that little tractor's been great.
We might be able to upgrade to a bigger tractor and
to have more power. I mean, and the only reason for that is
moving round bales of hay with that subcompact is a challenge.
It is a challenge. I mean, it'll do it. It'll do it. It's probably, I'm probably overdoing it.
It yells at us.
Yeah, it kind of does. But
if you're just starting out and you don't have a lot of space to maneuver a big tractor around like where we're at right now, we don't have big pasture right now. We don't have big areas to move a big tractor. So that subcompact gets in and out of those little spaces so well, and it is a workhorse.
Of course, and of course we use the truck to move the trailer.
So we, now he jokes, but this truck, it's an 09. It is
08.
08. Pre-DEF.
Yeah.
I don't want the DEF fuel.
Yeah, I don't know.
I will sink my life savings into this truck if that's what's going to keep this baby running.
We got it's got 475,000 miles on it.
I love this truck. That truck is that's our life here. We cannot manage without that truck. And
it's been working great.
It works so well. And so we just hooked it up to the trailer, and we didn't have any issue really moving
it around.
Once we got everything cleared out of the way.
And that was the main thing is we've moved our trailer around the property before, putting it in different spots.
We've had it in so many different places. It's like moving
it's always been
every few months.
It's always been a pain to move it, but that's why we're kind of bringing this along to you, just to show you if you really want to move it where it's not too much of a pain, to clear out everything that you need to clear. It ended up being a lot more stuff to pull out and use than we had imagined to use, but once you got it all clear, it was a heck of a lot easier to move it.
Right. So, and like you said, this is one reason we wanted to bring you along for this. If you are planning on getting raw land or land that still needs to be developed and you're going to live in your RV, it's great. It's worked out really wonderful for us. It's starting to get a little tight. It's been 3 years. We're starting to get, a little claustrophobic, but
I'm perfectly fine.
If you're wanting to live in your RV and you're developing the land, sometimes it's not as simple as finding that one spot, put it, leave it. And that's how it's been for us. We've I think this is the fourth spot it's been. Yeah. And the reason is because as we clear, because this was all bamboo, we had
bamboo,
no
trees,
spot.
And,
so as we clear, we move it, and then we move it to another spot. And we finally got it to a spot where we think we really like it, and this is where we're going to put our house. So now we're going to move it again here probably next weekend, because the spot it's on, we want to build it up some and get it ready for where we're going to put our house. So the whole reason we wanted to bring you along is just to let you know that just putting your RV there, it's not as simple as just park it and done. And when you do want to move it, we're just going to move it here. It's only going to take a few minutes.
Yeah.
It's an all-day chore.
Oh, yeah.
Or was for us.
Well, it was for us. But, we don't move as fast as we used to either.
This is true. But if you have any questions about any of the tools we used, if you have any comments about what it takes to move your RV or what it is that we're doing out here, if you want more information, leave those in the comments below. We're always happy to answer questions.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
until next time, we will see you probably on a sunnier day, hopefully. We've had
Hopefully.
nothing but rain out here.
Yeah, it's been bad.
We'll talk to you next time. God bless.
Y'all have a great and wonderful one. See you later.